Hello, beautiful people of the internet. How are you doing today? My name is Jackie and welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is going to be the start of a writing video. I know, I'm as shocked as you are. I have not made a writing video in pushing 18 months. But now I have been working on the first draft of a new novel idea, a completely different one from the one I was working on in my previous novel writing videos. And in like the past month, almost 2 months, I think, I don't remember exactly when I started, I've written like over 40,000 words. So it's going well. It's going well. So I figured maybe I should start making some videos to update you all on what I'm doing. I don't know if I want to tell you exactly what this book idea is about yet, but I can explain a little bit more about like how I got to this point. Ideally, if I could have anything in the world as a career, I would want to be a mystery writer. I love mysteries. I think they're so fun, and that's just something that I've really wanted to do. And I think before, when I attempted to write an original novel, I was getting a little bit stuck because I was thinking about what I thought the general reading public wanted and not what story I actually really wanted to tell. So I started working on a novel, a contemporary mystery thriller, and that was the concept that I was working on in my previous vlogs a year and a half ago. And then I decided I wasn't fully happy with that one, and after writing, like, I don't remember exactly how many words, after writing a decent chunk of it, I decided I wasn't happy with it, and I decided to work on a different concept for a contemporary mystery thriller. And I liked that idea better, but I feel like my heart still wasn't fully in it, and I kept playing around with the idea in my head. I had the plot planned out, I knew what twists I wanted to use, I had the characters, but I was still kind of struggling to actually write it. And I know that I'm capable of writing a full-length novel because in the past, I have written fan fictions that were literally novel length. So clearly reaching that word count is not a problem for me. So why was it that when I tried to write these contemporary mystery thriller concepts, I was struggling and I wasn't feeling fulfilled? I think maybe my issue was, like I said, I was trying to think too hard about like what I thought people wanted and trying to mimic the contemporary mystery thrillers that are so successful. You know, think of things like Gone Girl or The Silent Patient or Ruth Ware. I was doing what I thought people wanted to read and not doing what I wanted to write. So I was writing contemporary mystery thrillers with very unlikable main characters, maybe unreliable narration, that sort of thing. And I think, while I don't mind reading those books and I can enjoy them, I don't think that's the story that I wanted to tell. And I think one of the reasons why I'm enjoying this new project much more is because I actually like the main characters in it, and there also is a slow burn romantic storyline, which is fun for me to write. I mean, I spent like 10 years writing fan fiction on the internet, so clearly I like writing romantic plots. And even though I'm not a romance reader, I do like series that have romantic subplots where they're given time to develop. I love a slow burn. I love the tension and the eventual happy ending, for lack of a better term, the eventual like satisfying coming together of the characters. And I feel like just writing about characters that I didn't like was not really working for me. I think just as a writer, that's not the right way for me to go. So while I thought those concepts were good, they just weren't working out for me. And then I ended up deciding I wanted to give this new idea a try. And it's still a mystery, but it's very different from what I was writing before. And at first, I realized I kind of wanted to go in this direction, but I didn't know if I should or not because I was worried, well, what if I'm not gonna be able to finish anything? What if I don't have what it takes to be a writer? Maybe I need to stick out this concept and commit to finishing it, even if I don't love doing it. But I decided to give this new path a try, and I'm really glad that I did because writing this story is so much easier for me. It comes naturally, whereas before I felt like I was forcing it. And here's a funny story about how I ended up deciding this was a story I wanted to write. So the book that I was working on, not in my novel writing vlogs before, but in the interim before I started this project, one of the main characters in the mystery was a mystery novel author. And so I felt like, well, I want to kind of discuss like what her books were about, because another one of the characters in the book was a massive fan of her writing. So I needed to come up with a fake plot for these fake mystery books. Originally, I was going to have her books be sort of like a Poirot ripoff, like a clear nod to Agatha Christie. And then I ended up reading Magpie Murders by Anthony Horowitz, where the author in that book writes a series of books that are clearly references to Poirot. So I decided I wasn't going to do that. I didn't want to seem like I was copying him in any way. I decided that since in the past year or two I've really loved reading historical mysteries, I would make her a historical mystery author. And I came up with a basic concept and I went with that. And then I kind of realized I actually wanted to write the historical mystery more than I wanted to write the book that I was working on. And so that's why now I'm writing a historical mystery. So yes, the project I'm currently working on is a historical mystery. I'm not going to go into too much depth about the plot at this moment. I don't want to share everything right now. I think I'll save that for maybe a later video if people actually enjoy these writing vlogs and they want more. But I feel like this is working so much better for me, and it's given me the opportunity to combine a lot of things that I personally love into one story because I love mysteries, I love history. I chose to set this book in an era that I particularly enjoy, and I'm gonna get to use some tropes that I really like. So I feel like I'm just now writing something that perfectly fits the things that I love when I read. And you know, I think I really all along should have been writing the story I wanted to read, not what I thought other people wanted to read. And this is no shade to people who write contemporary mystery thrillers with, like, you know, husbands with secret lives or, you know, any of that other stuff. Like, that's fine. I like those books too, but I just think it wasn't the right path for me. And even though this is a much more specific subgenre of mysteries, I feel like it's more in line with my personal taste, and that's making the writing process so much better. And now I think you're up to speed on what I've been doing in terms of writing in the past nearly 18 months, and that's enough for this intro. I'm gonna try to write a little bit this weekend. We'll see what I get done. Also, tomorrow I'm going to go to a local writing related event at my local library. I've really been hoping to find a writing circle that I can join, and so far I haven't found one that's in my town. The closest is like 40 minutes away, and you know, 40 minutes each way to go to a writing circle is a lot, so that's less than ideal, but I'm gonna keep exploring different avenues to hopefully find a good like writing group that's near me. That's it. I guess I'll talk to you tomorrow and I'll let you know how this event goes. Hopefully it'll be a good experience, but you know, I just told myself, like, if it's terrible, I never have to go to one of their events again and I can just keep looking. Hello, so I am back now from my morning event. It was good. I'll have to see what other like events they're gonna have. I really like want to do a writing circle, and that's not really, it seems like, the kind of activities they do. It's more so having speakers come to talk about writing, and that's all well and good. It's not exactly what I'm looking for, so I'm gonna keep trying to find something that's more in line with what I want. But it was nice. I had a good time. I was the youngest person there by far, by several decades, but I guess that's kind of what you get when you live in Florida, the land of retirees. So now, one thing I didn't mention earlier is that I did sign up for a night class at the local college, and that is a 6-week course starting on September 1st, and the course is called Writing Circle, so I'm hoping that maybe I'll be able to share some of the chapters I wrote with the class, maybe not, but I figured it was only 6 weeks, it wasn't that expensive, so I would give it a try. Maybe I'll meet other people there who are interested in writing and interested in workshopping stuff together. I don't know, but that's something I have on the horizon. Now I think I'm going to try to write a little bit because I have a chapter that I was in the middle of. I think I'm going to try dictating some of it to my phone. This is something that I've been doing to still be able to write when I don't feel like sitting down, and you know, I work on the computer all day, so it kind of breaks it up a little bit. And I think that's really working. It also is kind of convenient because I can just let the words pour forth, you know, without really having to like think about it too much, just focus on saying what I want to say, not having to type or anything like that. You definitely, though, have to proofread it very carefully because sometimes my phone does not understand what I was trying to say, and the dictation tool on Microsoft Word, just forget about it. It's so terrible. So I just always dictate to my phone, and then I take it from the Notes app on my phone and paste it in Microsoft Word because the Microsoft Word dictation tool does not work. Hello, so I'm finally going to end this vlog. I do not look very cute today. I have a zit by my mouth. My hair is sticking up over here, but 'tis what it is. So my current word count is 43,524. I also looked back to see what was the date that I created this document, and it was June 27th. So I've been working on this for about 8 weeks, and I've already written over 40,000 words. I did the math, and on average, I've written over 5,000 words every week, which is really crazy. I mean, obviously I knew I made a lot of progress, but just like, it's kind of crazy to think about that. Like, I wrote over 5,000 words a week on average. I don't know if I mentioned this earlier in the vlog, but actually, mathematically, based on how many chapters I have planned for this book and my current average word count per chapter, this book is going to be way too long. It's going to be like 97,000 words. So after I finish draft 1, the editing process is going to be a lot because I'm probably going to have to cut a lot of stuff out. But you know, I guess having too many words is better than having not enough, right? Because you can always cut stuff, but you can't make more words just magically appear. Like I said, I feel like writing this project just comes so much more naturally to me than other ones I've tried to work on in the past. So I'm feeling cautiously optimistic, and I'm excited to keep working on draft 1. Once I have that first draft done, I'm going to start draft 2 and working on some serious edits. I'll have to cut out a lot of stuff. And originally I set out thinking I would write maybe around 80,000 words because that's the typical length of a mystery novel. However, since this is a historical mystery, I definitely think it can be a little longer, but 97,000 is still too long. Yeah. I'm gonna need to cut probably a couple thousand words at least off at the end here, but you know, cross that bridge when we get to it. So I think that pretty much wraps up this very first novel writing vlog. Technically, I've had 2 novel writing vlogs before, but those were almost a year and a half ago, and I'm working on an entirely different project, so consider this novel writing number 1. Novel writing number 1 redo. If you want to see more updates as I work on this project, definitely let me know if this is something that you're interested in. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you want to see more from me. I post new videos every Wednesday and Sunday. My social media links are down below if you want to follow me on Tumblr, Instagram, or be my friend on Goodreads. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I hope you have an exciting rest of your day. Bye, and I'll see you